Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the program. One of my students asked me about Purim. What is Purim? What do we have to do in Purim, during Purim, before Purim? And it's a very, very good question. It's a very important holiday. And Purim, as a matter of Purim and Hanukkah, there are two holidays that our rabbis told us to celebrate. They're not written in the Torah, but they are hinted in the Torah. Anyway, Purim is a holiday that we are celebrating with much joy and happiness. The time that Hashem saved the Jewish people from the two rulers at the time, Haman and Haman and Achashverosh, that basically they were the descendant of Amalek, that we read about him in the Torah portion of Beshalach. And they just wanted to eliminate and kill all the Jews in 127 countries that they controlled at the time. However, Hashem made a major miracle, through Mordechai and Esther. We're going to talk about them later, that they led the Jewish people the right way. They told them what to do, and thank God we came out really alive and winning from all this conspiracy that Haman and Achashverosh had against the Jewish people. That was not the first time that it happened in the Jewish history. However, in Purim, those two men, Haman and Achashverosh, they wanted to kill the Jewish people physically. We know that during Hanukkah, the Greeks wanted to destroy the Jewish people spiritually. They didn't want to kill them. They just wanted them to assimilate, to be Greeks. Anyway, so now we have the holiday of Purim, but before the holiday of Purim, we have one day of fasting day, that we call it Ta'anit Esther, the fast of Queen Esther. Originally, the Jewish people at that time, including the Queen Esther, they had to fast for 3 days and 3 nights. But since we cannot do that, we're fasting only one day before Purim. Now Purim, the night of Purim, is the 14th of Adar. And one day before that, which is the 13th of Adar, we do the fasting day. However, if the 13th of Adar happens on Friday, we have to postpone it to after Shabbat. We cannot do that before Shabbat. Okay, so we fast Purim, the fast of Esther before Purim. Then, right after the fasting, we're going to celebrate the holiday of Purim. The first night, which is the 14th at night, we have to read the Megillah, the whole story of what happened in Purim, and everybody's obligated to listen to the Megillah. We have to go to synagogue to listen to that. However, if somebody cannot do that, somebody from the synagogue, a rabbi or a cantor or anybody that knows how to read the Megillah, is obligated to go to the house of those people that cannot come to the synagogue, especially old people, sick people, or women that just had babies. The next day, which is Adar 15, again, in the morning, we have to read the Megillah, and we have to come and listen to the Megillah. This is one of the 4 obligations that we have to do through Purim. As we said, reading the Megillah is one of them. Then we have to have a nice feast. There's a lot of good food, and we are allowed to drink, but not too much. We have to know how to control ourselves, not to embarrass ourselves in public. So we said reading the Megillah, have a nice feast. We have to give charity to poor people. Very, very important. We have to do that all the time. But especially in Purim, it says that whoever comes to you to ask for charity in Purim, you will never turn down. You must give. And the same way you do and you behave in Purim, Hashem will behave towards you if you ask Hashem for something. And the fourth thing is to send baskets to each other, and that's to show unity. Two items, two things that you're supposed to eat to put in the basket, and not to send any clothing or money or something. They have to send food. It's better to send food that you can eat right away and not raw food. And with charity, of course, also you have to give to poor people, at least two. You can more than that. Hashem will bless you even more than what you give. Now, we know that our rabbi tells us all the time, in all the Jewish holidays, not only in Purim, in all the Jewish holidays, we must take care of the needy people or all the destitute families to make sure that they have enough also, and not only to look for ourselves. We have to make sure to take care of our brothers. So this is regarding Purim. Now, there is a custom that basically for children, but some adults do that too, is that we wear different customs and makes funny looks, about ourselves. It just that's how we got it from our forefathers. There's different reason about why we do that, and it's a lot of fun. But not everybody has to do it, but it's one of the customs that you do during Purim. Now, the major thing in Purim, the major idea, is to show us, Hashem wanted to show us, that how much He really can do for us if we only believe in Him and trust Him. And we saw that during that time, we were helpless. I hope everybody knows the story of the Megillah, that this man, Haman, he was really anti-Semite, and he could not live with the idea that there are Jews in his all these countries, and he would just want to kill them. And nobody could do anything about it, only Hashem. But Hashem performed this miracle through natural things that happen. When you read the Megillah, you think that this normal thing that happened. There's no major miracles. But if you pay attention, there's miracle after miracle, and without even mentioning God's name in the Megillah. It's just to show the Jewish people then till today that we must trust Hashem, because He's the only one that can save us in time that we need Him. And basically what we did, we could not go to war against Haman, so we had to pray. We had to pray, do tshuva, and ask Hashem to save us. And that's what we did. As a matter of fact, Mordechai, one of my dear students asked me about that, is that true that when children pray to Hashem, Hashem cannot reject their prayer? And that's what Mordechai did. He gathered about 30,000 kids, and he asked them to pray to Hashem. And when Haman saw that, he knew that basically he lost the battle. Is that because nobody can stand against this power, the power of the kids praying to Hashem. There were many, many things that happened during that time, and B'ezrat Hashem will try to give you some more specific details in the next lesson. Thank you very much. Have a good day.